I saw the man on the side of the road years after I'd heard about him. So much time had elapsed since that first mention that I had only the vaguest sense of how I recognized him, like recalling something from a dream. There he is, I remember thinking, the man with the cast. And there he was, leaning with one hip cocked, very casual, against the side of a battered orange truck. He smiled faintly, as if he'd been expecting me. Plaster encircled the entirety of his left leg, toe to hip. I slowed the car to a crawl. The man waved. It was late June. The evening sky snarled with low tangles of pink and orange. I was almost finished with my intern year in Baltimore, returning home during a rare stretch of time off to attend a wedding. I was preoccupied by a single fact playing over and over in my head like a sick song. I had recently killed someone. Her primary care doctor, one of the attendings who ran the geriatric clinic, called to tell me what happened. She'd yelled at me, confirming every fear I had about myself. I was a fool. The truth was, I'd also been distracted that day. I'd just gotten the email, a group email, friends from college, that Sabrina had finally died. When Sabrina learned we were from the same part of Georgia, she'd asked me if I'd ever seen him, the man with the cast. One night, driving home for fall break, she'd spotted a man on the side of the road wearing a big cast that went up the length of one leg. She hadn't stopped. This was unusual for Sabrina, who was rarely hesitant about picking up amiable-looking hitchhikers or sharing her bed with strangers. He made me uneasy, she'd said, shrugging. 2 months later, when she'd driven home for Christmas, she'd seen a man with a cast waiting at the exact same spot. I was already late for a rehearsal dinner. I should have kept driving. Instead, I held the man's gaze.